Welcome to the first episode of Detail My Ride, and in this one we've invited along Tom with his amazing Polo, and this thing is really crazy. It's the most wild Polo I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, well, welcome along, Tom. Anyway, thanks for bringing this crazy thing here.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about it, because it's not your usual Polo.
No. Yeah, so it started off as just a standard 1.3 Coupe S. Originally was just going to take the engine out and give it a fresh lick of paint and tart the engine up, but things escalated as they do.
Yeah, we always do.
So ended up with a different engine in it, bought these wheels, and that's how the kit ended up being built. So it's all just a complete one-off custom kit built by Fiberworks, company down near me.
So basically you bought the wheels, they're way too wide for the car, and then you went, right, now I need to make the car fit the wheels, basically, which is a really cool way to do it, I think.
That is how it happens.
Not the normal way, but really cool. I mean, what's the specs on the wheels? What are they?
So the rears are 9.5 inches wide. They've got a 6-inch lip, but they're a minus ET 100. So that's why they poke so much. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. So what engine have you put in? So it's got a 1400 16 valve from a Polo 6N, so just the slightly newer model on CBR 600 bike carburetors.
Nice. Yeah, it does sound very throaty.
It is good fun to drive. I mean, it's not mental quick, but I mean the car weighs 800 kilos, so it does go on well. Yeah,
I can imagine. Yeah. The reason why we've invited you along today is obviously, as we said, the Detail My Ride series. And what we're going to do is we're going to give this a one-day detail that, you know, anyone can do at home or whatever, just improving it. So I know when we invited you along, the one thing we want to know is there anything in detailing that you'd like to have a go at, or anything on the car you'd like to improve, or any issues?
Yeah, so the one thing that I've never been brave enough to do is machine polishing. So if I could learn to do that, that would be
absolutely. It's one of those things that everyone wants to have a go at, because it's the fastest way to improve your car. And it's the thing that gives you the best results and stuff. So that's no problem. We can definitely get you on the polishers in a bit. Well, the first thing we have to do is get this thing clean, ready for polishing. So let's get cracking. First thing we're doing when we come to the clean is the wheels. These are amazingly wide wheels. But what material? The lips, are they just bare metal?
Polished? Just bare metal.
Cool. So with bare metal polished rims, you have to be very careful, because if you use a wheel cleaner that's alkaline or acidic, they will immediately attack the metal surfaces, and you get that horrible staining, and it's not great for your wheels, especially really expensive ones like this. But luckily we have a solution for that: the Beast Wheel Cleaner. This is acid-free, pH skin safe formula. It is safe for all wheel types, including bare aluminium, bare polished wheels, chrome wheels, any wheel type. These are custom wheels. We do not want to damage these lips. This is the perfect product. Not only that, it's incredibly powerful, even though it's safe. So we can just spray this on. The Beast is more like a gel rather than a thin spray. The advantage to that is it will sit, giving it a longer working time, allowing those gentle cleaners to do their job. And we can leave this for, say, 5 minutes. The only thing we don't want to do is don't let it dry, just because then it's not a cleaner anymore, and it will just waste product and your time by having to clean them again. Soft brush, which is great for getting around all the little wheel bolts and everything. You just want to go gentle, because the wheel cleaner is so good. Like, it's almost touchless. You could probably just jet wash these off. So you don't need to go scrubbing too much, because otherwise you could probably introduce some scratches. The wheels are now clean. We're now going to go into the pre-wash stage, and we're going to be snow foaming this. This car is in great condition. It's not really dirty. It's driven here, so there's lots of light dirt and everything on it, but it doesn't need heavy pre-washes and stuff like that. So we're just going to go in with snow foam, and what we're going to be using is our Extreme Rich Foam shampoo. This is a great product because it's kind of 2-in-1. You can use this as a snow foam and it's really highly concentrated. You only need like 100 ml for a great foam. It's pH neutral, so it's not going to harm anything, any of the surfaces. And also then, the best thing is, you can put it into a bucket. Again, you only need a couple of capfuls in each bucket and you can use it just as a normal shampoo. So it's great. pH neutral, won't harm any of your surfaces, won't harm your protection, your ceramics, waxes, everything. This is the one. So we've left Rich Foam shampoo on there for a few minutes. It's done its thing. All the dirt has been pushed off with the gentle surfactants. It's actually running down the lovely slope we have here. There's a lot of dirt passing down. It genuinely looks like it snowed here. So now I'm going to use Extreme Rich Foam shampoo into the buckets for the hand wash. 2 capfuls in each bucket is all I need. I like to put shampoo in both buckets when doing 2-bucket method because if I want to clean my dirty mitt out after being on a panel, I want some surfactants in the bucket, some soaps to clean the mitt off, and then I have another one with clean soap in the other one. So I know some people like to use clean water and then soap, but that's just how I like to do it, and I think it makes sense. So once I've put the 2 capfuls in, I'm then going to activate it with a jet wash. Some nice thick suds, and then I have 2 lovely Sonex microfiber wash mitts for me and Tom to get this car clean. So that's the Polo all washed. We've gone through snow foam, we've done the hand wash. How do you normally dry the Polo?
Well, being a groundsman, actually have a battery leaf blower.
Okay,
which
yes.
I use to blow the worst of the water off, and then a drying towel.
Which is the best way, yeah. Saves you, clogging up your drying towel with loads of water and stuff. And obviously the car's already got pretty good water behaviour, as we can see, so it's quite easy to blow the water off.
Exactly,
so yeah, perfect. Tom is now going around and blow drying the Polo. As I said, it has already got good water behaviour, so it means the water's beading off quite well. So blow drying it's really easy. Also, you don't even need to use a blower at all. If you just use something, a quick coating like a Sonex spray and seal or foam and seal or something, that will add a water beading effect and make it much easier to dry the car. So you can just use towels. You don't have as much water on the surface, so it makes drying faster, and like I said, you don't use so many towels. Yeah, it is unfortunately just starting to spit with rain, but Tom's gone around and blow dried everything off. You've seen, just going around with a towel to pick up any bits that are left, and then now it's dry, it's clean. Now we can get it into the bay and we can inspect the paintwork and see what we're going to deal with, and then we can get Tom doing some machine polishing with a DA and see how good we can make this look. So we've brought it inside now, it's all washed and stuff. We're just going to have a quick look around at the paintwork with an inspection lamp just to see what overall condition it's in, which I can already tell just by looking in some of the light we have here. It's in great condition, so you've obviously looked after it very well. We're going to have a look around. First thing I did notice was it's a little bit, there's quite some contaminants on there and stuff, so we'll have to give that a clay before we do any polishing. But if we have a look with the light, and I'm sure with Tom having a look in there, you can see that actually it's really, really good. There's hardly any swirl marks or anything. There's a few like light marks as you go down from like washing or wiping down at shows, which you'd absolutely expect because you can never keep a car perfect. The worst thing when we get to shows and events that you're literally just going straight in, aren't you?
Yeah.
A bit of spray detailing and wiping, and if you've got dust and stuff on the car, it's inevitable. I mean, how else do you clean a car? Unless you like at Ultimate Stance where we see you there, obviously they're able to give a quick wash, but still, outdoor events and stuff, it's very difficult. So the usual wipe down marks are fine, but they're not that deep that, you need to worry. Like you say, there's a few areas, but overall it's very, very good. I know you said that the arches and the side skirts are PPF, yeah? With obviously the carbon fibre bit there, so that's great. That's obviously kept them in great condition. But everywhere else it's really good. You've really cared for this. You can tell you would with a car like this. But one thing I want to ask about the colour, because the colour is absolutely fantastic, and this is not the original colour, surely?
No, it's not. It's a metallic surf green.
Okay.
So it came on the Mark III Golf in the States. and a guy down my way, Jason at Low Auto Bodies Limited, he painted it for me. Yeah, I was absolutely chuffed because the colour is even better than what I thought it was going to be when I seen it for the first time.
Yeah.
So it definitely stands out.
Yeah, absolutely. The first thing we need to do is obviously get this clayed, because if you're going to be doing any polishing, and this is for anybody watching at home, if you're going to do any polishing, you have to clay, because those contaminants are stuck onto the paintwork. And if we just go straight into polishing now, the pad is going to pick them up. It's going to reduce our polishing performance, clog the pad, and also we're going to drag them all around the vehicle. So we need the clay to remove them, and then we can just get into polishing. So let's get it clayed, and I'll come up with a solution that we can use quickly, and we'll get you on the DA and
Cool.
get you set up on polishing here. Really simple way to do it is our Cernex clay ball, which is a synthetic clay pad rather than your traditional clay bar.
Yeah, yeah.
The good things with this is, rather than a normal clay bar, if you drop it on the floor, you have to throw it away because it picks up bits of stones and you'll literally write your paintwork off. With this, if you drop it on the floor, you can just give it a quick rinse off, clean, and then it will keep going. Also, they last a lot longer than normal clay bars. So if the normal clay bar gets dirty, you have to throw it away, whereas this is much better. And also, it's really nice to hold. So what we do is we take our green glass cleaner, which that's
Nice.
here, and this is
Yeah.
matching colours. But yeah, so the reason why we use our green glass cleaner is it's not fast evaporating, it's soapy, so it gives a nice
Stays on
lubricant. Yeah, but when we wipe away, the glass cleaner doesn't leave anything behind. A lot of people use like detailing sprays as lube that you may have seen, but they have like silicons and
Yeah,
waxes and
and then
polymers
that's
in.
on the paint.
Yes, and that will slow down your polishing performance. So that's why we use this. So it's very simple to do. You literally just mist over, make sure you get a decent coverage, and then you take the clay ball and you just work in straight lines. And what you do is you'll feel that it's a bit rough to begin with, and then as you keep going, it will slicken up as you remove the contaminants. You can actually hear it as well.
It's that bad.
But then now, if you feel that now, that's really nice, and
Oh wow.
it feels like glass.
Yeah,
and then
okay.
if you feel,
Yeah,
you felt
sounds
it
like
before, how
sandpaper.
it was, yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's-
So that's nice and slick. And what that means is that's just picked up any contaminants and obviously whatever was on the paint, and then we need to do the rest of it, but just try this. That's now, from that feeling before, that's now lovely. It feels like glass, and that's ready for polishing. All right,
Nice.
easy enough.
Yeah.
Right.
That was actually a lot
It's
easier
very, very
than what I
simple.
thought it
Yeah.
was going to be.
Yeah, the only problem is like with the clay, because it's a mild abrasive, it will leave like very fine scratching, because it's
Okay.
like you could almost liken it to like a
It's
6.
still a material, isn't it? That's
Yeah, like a 6,000 or 8,000 grit sandpaper.
Yeah.
So it's not as harsh as that, but that's
No,
how you
no,
can
I
think
know
of
what
it.
you're
So it
saying.
leaves very, very light marks. So you must always polish afterwards. So it's like a little catchphrase of like, if you're claying, you must polish, and if you're polishing, you must clay. So they go hand in hand. All right. Because a lot of people just like clay and then just like put a wax on or something, but
Yeah.
like
Then
you're not getting that
stuff,
damage. Like so, yeah. All right. Right. Let's get going.
What the hell? That is actually amazing.
Yeah. Well, now it just feels
Doesn't
like glass,
even
doesn't it?
feel like much, does it?
And that's the good thing with the clay pad is that it doesn't clog up with dirt and stuff like a normal clay bar.
Yeah.
So
Just
just keep using
lasts for a long time.
it. Yeah. Well,
So you can just clean it.
This one here is 6 years old. You can see.
Yeah.
It looks 6 years old, but it's still going.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Still doing the job.
Yeah, still doing its job.
Good
As you can see,
investment,
it's
that,
still
isn't it?
like it's unbelievable. Like, it just feels now just
Yeah.
so slick. What I decided to do is we'll use our ceramic polish all-in-one, which is super, super easy to use. You can actually use this by hand as well, so it can be a quick hand polish. It contains a very, very fine cut. It does have some fillers in it, and also it has a ceramic wax, so you get protection, you get
Nice.
amazing gloss, but it'll also remove these light washing marks. As I said, you can apply it by hand, or you can apply it by machine, which is something you wanted to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I'm going to use this on one of our yellow pads, which is a medium pad. Okay, and I'm going to take you through how to use this, and then we'll get you onto the tools and get you polishing your own vehicle. So obviously what I'm going to show you with this polish is actually the same, whether you're using a heavy cutting polish, you know, one of our profine polishes or something like that, it's still the same way to use the polish. So we obviously, with any polish, give it a good shake. Okay, once you've got that, then you just literally a few little dots all around the pad. Make sure you spread the polish around so that you don't get any dry areas on the pad. Okay, with a corded machine, obviously always, it's a good habit just to flick the cord over your shoulders, so you're not rubbing it on the paint. We spread it around on there, okay? With this polish, because it's an all-in-one, we can work in a bigger area, but I'll just concentrate on a little square because then it gives you plenty of polish here. So what we do is just spread it around the area we're gonna work. I just start it on the lowest speed, which is just 1, just to spread it, okay? And then most DAs, including the other brands, the cheaper ones, like cutting on speed 3 to 4, okay? So that's where we go here. And then we just work very, very slowly. With a DA, you're not gonna overheat the paint by, you know, like a rotary or something like that. There's nothing really to be scared of in that way. So we can just go very slow. And you wanna apply a little bit of pressure, not too much. Maybe like 2 kilos, something like that. And all we wanna do is just crisscross. We'll probably do that for like 15 seconds, whatever. And then we increase the speed all the way. And then now we're just very gently going over. And there we go. Very, very simple. So, once we've done that, we'll grab one of our soft touch microfibers, which are great for removing waxes and polishes and any sealants or anything you're using. And then we'll just very lightly buff this off. That's it.
Nice.
So now that's lovely. So you can feel, you know, the ceramic wax and everything on it. And that's, that actually on its own will last a couple of months, just as a protection on its own. But once we finish, we'll go around with our ceramic spray coating, which is a 4-month coating. And I'll just keep it protected, make maintenance easy and stuff like that. But obviously, you know, there's no big 50-50 on this car, like because of how good it is. You know? But you'll be amazed at how well that cuts, even though it's a very low cut. I've seen on some like softer paints and things like medium scratching, it still removes it. So it's a very, very good polish. So
awesome.
How do you think about having a go? Really easy?
Well, find out in a minute.
Like speed
start
1.
it on the paint?
Yes, always start it on the paint. That's a good tip for anyone who's watching, is always start the machine on the paint. That's it, and then you just quickly go along. That's it. And then now what you do,
3, 4.
Increase to between 3 and 4, and then on the paint, that's it.
Just a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, like 2 kilos, something like that, and then you can just go nice and slow. That's it. So you just want to keep the machine balanced because you can see it spinning. So because it's a DA, it stalls out quite easily. That's why people like them, because they don't create enough force to create much heat. But yeah, you can see it spinning. As soon as it stalls out, you just got to move the machine slightly and then it will get spinning again. But yeah, so easy. But I was saying, the reason why we always start it on the panel is because if you just turn it on while it's off the panel, you're just going to flick that polish everywhere. And it's the same when stopping it. You want to try and like turn it off and pull away in one movement so that you don't just cover everything in polish. Lovely. You got really nice. You said you've never polished before?
No.
Never.
I'm good at listening though.
Clearly. Amazing. You really do handle the machine really well.
Oh, thanks very much.
No, you genuinely do. It's like you've done it before. It's really hard because of this colour. It's so great. There's so much depth to it. It's really highly reflective. It's quite difficult to see scratches and swirls in, which is obviously fantastic for you.
It feels really good even through the cloth.
Yes, exactly. But it really is improving it. In some of the lights you can see before and then, really adding depth to colour. Nice.
Yeah, nice. I guess.
But it is so simple, you know. And like I say, if you want to do any heavier cutting, we've got like our X cut, which is designed for DA that you can use on a harder pad.
Okay.
But what you've just done there is just what you do.
Same technique.
Yes.
Just...
Yep. So the main thing is all of our polishes contain like diminishing abrasives. Like in the first phase, you always apply a bit of pressure at 3 to 4.
Okay, yeah.
And then in the finishing stage, just increase the speed and then just gently over the top. So it doesn't matter whether you're using our cutting polish or the finishing or even the all-in-one that we have, the system's still the same. And you can carry on and do those bits. I'm going to grab a polisher and give you a hand, and
cool.
we'll get around the car and see what we can do. So now we've polished it all over with a ceramic all-in-one. We've removed the light washing marks and wipe down marks that it had on it, and it looks so green. All the green now, all the green. It's as green as it's ever been. But now we're just gonna lock all that in, give it a boost of gloss with our ceramic spray coating. All right, and this is really, really simple to use. It's a 4-month ceramic spray coating. You literally, I mean, the clue's in the name, but spray it onto the towel, okay? And obviously this is one of our soft touch towels again, okay? And then what we do is we just spread, say around half a panel or whatever, just crisscrossing just to get an even coverage. And then all we need to do is just turn the towel over and then very lightly buff off or level off, whichever terminology you like. And then that is it. 4 months protection, just like that. Doesn't get any simpler. No. And then what we can do with that is to keep it topped up, or when you get to an event or a show, you can just use our ceramic ultra slick detailer, which is quite nice and thin, so it's easy to spread. And again, you can use like a soft touch, just spray around, quickly, you know, buff off, you know, or you can use it as a drying aid or whatever, and that'll just help keep the protection up. It'll remove light dust and fingerprints and stuff as well if you want it. But it's, yeah, super, and it leaves a really slick finish, which is great. So Tom's just gone round and applied our Extreme Tire Gloss Gel. This is an amazing high gloss gel, which you've probably seen from the shots. Very, very easy to apply. Just put it onto a Sonax sponge applicator, wipe it around, and you just leave it an hour or so just to dry, and that will stop it flinging up the side of the car. So that's always a good tip. So we're going to do that. We're just going to give the engine bay a quick wipe over because it's worth doing. And then we're just going to go around with the glass cleaner, which you've already seen because we used it as a clay lube. Now we're going to use it for its main job, which is cleaning the glass. And then we should have an amazing finished car that hopefully looks slightly different than when it came in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So there we go, it is all completed and it looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, it looked amazing when it arrived, but we've had a great day. We've done, yeah. I mean, we got rid of your fear of machine polishing,
yep,
which is good. And we got, yeah, it polished, we've put the ceramic spray coating on, and now, yeah, I hope it looks a little bit different.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's definitely got a little more gloss, a little more depth to the green, which is hard to imagine.
And it's not filthy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's true. Yeah, from the drive here, it was always a bit dirty, but yeah. Look, thanks for bringing it down.
Thanks for having me. I've had a great time. It's been brilliant.
Good. I've got one thing for you. So, just as a thank you for bringing it down, and what you've done today, we've put together a nice kit bag for you with all of the products that you used today, plus a couple of more like interior detailer and things like that. A nice little kit for you to be able to keep it looking fresh at shows and events, because I know you're going to load. So there we go.
Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated.
No, thank you very much. It's been amazing.
Epic.
Yeah. I mean, we certainly started on a high with this car for episode 1 of Detail My Ride, but if you have a really cool car and you want to come in and do a Detail My Ride day with us, you can find information on our social media. There'll be a link into the description, but if you go onto the SoNextGB Instagram, there's a link tree, there's an application form that you can fill out and send through to us, and we would love to have you in. So please get on there, put through some pictures of your cars, we'll have a look, and hopefully we can get you along for a Detail My Ride day. And you also, like Tom has today, we can go through some simple tips and tricks on how to improve the look of your vehicle and yeah, just make it pop. So thanks for watching. Hit the like button. Also, hit in the comments. I mean, you have to tell us what you think of this. It's got to be the craziest Polo in the UK. Well, yeah, so yeah, let us know. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.